We're talking Lions news in this video today, and it's going to be just talking about the latest regarding our Detroit Lions as we're creeping closer to training camp each minute, each hour, each day. Things will start to pile up a little bit, and we move out of that lull period where not a lot is going on, and things are kind of just being thrown out there to be thrown out there because people are bored. They want to read. That's just what happens. It happens every single year around this time. But before we get into today's video, if you like Lions, if you like former players' insights, you want to see sweet interviews, hear Herman Moore, you need to subscribe to the channel, folks. That's all we do in here is talk Detroit Lions, and we get perspective such as myself, other people in the Lions community, and former players. Let's get this intro going. Let's go ahead and start with some fun news, and this is something that we've already talked about a little bit on here, but it just really confirms it, is Lions defensive lineman Joshua Paschal, former second-round pick last year, is healthy, and he's ready to get going immediately for training camp for the 2023 NFL season. Very important for the Lions this year that he does. And this is what he says. It does feel different just because I'm out of here right now. Had a full off season, Paschal told reporters, get ready for the upcoming season, and I'm just ready to put out the work. I'm thankful to be out there right now. That's the biggest difference right now is me being healthy and out there. Continue on. I can make an impact, the biggest impact, just to be versatile, be able to play on the edge, help set the edge, stop the run, be able to come inside and run the passer, able to be a twitchy guy up front and the middle. He continues on. He talks about, I learned a lot last year about the pace of the game, the changes in the game from college to NFL. The young defensive lineman explained, just getting my feet wet last year and being able to go out there and start some games. I'm thankful for the full experience last year. Coming into the league, I was injured, able to rehab, come back, taught me a lot about patience, perseverance, and all the things you need to know. And that's exactly what happened with him. And I preach about being patient with these young players. Joshua Paschal, he didn't able to play last year in a lot of the games. He did not be able to train in training camp and or preseason. And when you have that, it's hard for a young player to acclimate into the NFL and be an impact year one. But he did get some playing time. He did acclimate. He got his body ready. And now he's fully healthy this year. He's fully going to be involved in training camp in preseason. He's going to have a big step forward this year. So one of the players we think that could have a breakout year is Joshua Paschal. Just like you said, he's versatile, inside, outside. He could get it done for the Lions. You got to have that rotational player. He can do it all. And he is very talented, just needs to be on the field and get to those important reps. So it's really nice that he's ready to go, as we all expect. It's really nice that he feels like he's going to take a step forward and be a breakout player. Ultimately, he's got to do it on the field, but I have no questions in regards to what he can bring and the type of level that he's going to put out there and the effort on the defensive line. I think his game is going to go up. I think you're going to see that and Jameson Williams. Some of these younger players continue to make improvements out there that we've seen. Derek Barnes, another in his third year. So it's great he's healthy. It's great he's ready to go. And I'm really excited to see Joshua Paschal. He's one of the guys I have my eye on just because you invested a second-round pick in a player who you think could be a building block for this team, not just last year, but predominantly for the future. And he is a leader individual that players can follow. He is a player that a lot of people like and the coaching staff love. So it's going to be epic that he's going to be out there doing his thing, and I'm super excited about that. Another interesting tidbit is Jack Fox lands in a pretty head-shaking spot in the power rankings. Jack the Folks God said over the past 3 years, Jack Fox is one of the most consistent punters in the NFL. That includes last season when he averaged 48.6 yards a punt, which ranked 6th in the NFL. Lions been impressed with Fox. They signed him to a 3-year extension in October. Why is he not getting love? Well, folks, they named him the 8th best punter in the NFL. Jack Fox, to me, is one or two punters in the NFL. He's getting paid as the best punter in the NFL. Well-deserved for him to get that paycheck. You know, it's not just his punting ability. He can throw the football on a fake. He's done a ton of fakes. He can kick off. Jack Fox is the GOAT. Jack Fox the GOAT. Jack the GOAT Fox. He should be 1 or 2. And that's just, we're keeping it real right there. We're absolutely keeping it 100. And then CBS Sports, that's how they put it there. And do you really think they spent more than 5 minutes researching punters and what they can do, what they have done in the NFL? I doubt it completely. This guy probably just went by ESPN stats. That's how he did his rankings, not considering the fact what he has done at the trickery plays and all of the stuff that he brings for the Lions on 4th down and kickoffs and everything. Jack Fox is the GOAT. It's simple as that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Where do you rank Jack Fox in punters? It's got to be 1 or 2. It has to be. So just put 1 if you think he's the best punter. Put 2 if you think he is the second best punter in the NFL. Let's go ahead and continue on here. And former general manager has some concerns about the Detroit Lions. And that is former general manager Randy Mueller. His top concerns for each team in the NFC North. And this was his concerns about, there's one concern was about DeAndre Swift. He says, I don't love the DeAndre Swift running back swap for the rookie Jahmyr Gibbs, who rotated mostly in college and not gained 1,000 yards each one of the seasons. I think Swift's really good. Have a giant year for the Eagles. I do understand that there have been some frustration and consistent availability due to injury, but youth and unproven players cause a bit of anxiety. Lions fans enjoy Gibbs' skill set as a receiver right away, so I get it. No, he's incorrect here. Jahmyr Gibbs, to me, is better than DeAndre Swift. Not only is he faster, I think he's more versatile, and Jared Goff's going to utilize him a lot. DeAndre Swift has shown his inability to stay healthy. He just can't stay healthy. And I don't care about, well, one player's a rookie. He didn't get 1,000 yards at Alabama. To completely different circumstances. To me, he wasn't utilized enough in Alabama. He should be used more. I will take his quote-unquote rookie questions over a player who's consistently injured. You cannot rely on DeAndre Swift. They're going to Jamal Williams and making him the number 1 back last year. That's what was taking place because Swift cannot stay healthy. I love Swift. I love him. Hell, Herman Moore's favorite player was Swift, and him himself said he can't stay healthy. A legendary wide receiver for Lions said that, who loved him. He's his favorite player, but he just can't stay healthy. You can't rely on a guy who can't stay on the field. So you draft the replacement. It's simple as that. We need to have that X-dimensional player on this team. The player that makes defenses need to scout. We have to have him on the field. You have to do it. So I completely disagree with this concern. There's concerns, no doubt. This shouldn't be one of them. It shouldn't be. You can say, I could come up with concerns like, what about Halapoulivaati Vaitai? Can he stay healthy? Concerns about Aaron Glenn calling defenses. Concerns about, defensive line interior tackle. There's concerns you could do about. The DeAndre Swift is not one. Concerns, can Jared Goff replicate his season? Can Ben Johnson replicate his season? I think yes and yes. But I would take that over the DeAndre Swift trade. Concerns about Jamison Williams' ability to actually be a difference maker. Okay. But DeAndre Swift trade, I don't know about that one. His second concern is legitimate, and that's the defense. It was the 28th best in the NFL. It says this won't surprise anyone. At least the Lions fans, the biggest concerns I have, team on defense. They allowed 5.2 rush a carry, and I could read all that, but you know. And I 100% agree here. He's correct in this one. There is concerns. Do I think the defense going to take a significant jump? Yes. But until you see it on the field, they were bad last year. They were really bad. They've been bad since Matt Patricia took over. They've been booty cheeks for a long time. Now, I do think that the Lions' defense is going to take a significant jump. I do believe that the added pieces in the secondary, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Emmanuel Mosley, Cameron Sutton, is going to make a big difference. Brian Branch as well. I think adding Jack Campbell is going to make a difference. I think adding talent to the interior defensive line and on the edge rush and players being healthy like Romeo Aquar and Charles Harris is going to make a significant difference to the Lions defense. But it is a concern. I mean, how could you not have a concern? All Lions fans should have a concern. But I think we're hopeful in that, I put the odds of the Lions defense being much better than 28th. I think the Lions defense is a 16 defense in the NFL. I think they can make that type of jump. But I don't have a complaint about him talking about that at all. Because there's no doubt. There's no doubt. Can Emmanuel Mosley stay healthy? Can Cameron Sutton, all this stuff, do what we expect him to do when you sign him into a big free agent contract? No doubt about it, and I agree there. Can the health concerns for the whole team? Can players all stay healthy? That's all 32 teams have that concern, and I think that should be on every single concern list for every team in the NFC North and the NFL alone. So there's other concerns you can have. I just don't agree with the DeAndre Swift one. I do agree with the defense one, and we'll go from there, on. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What's a concern for you for the Detroit Lions 2023 NFL season? Let me know your concerns. I'd love to hear it. I want to see it in the comment section. You guys go buck wild and all of that. But we're dropping videos, folks, every single day on Lions Nation Unite. That's what it's all about, is just having a good time, talking football, and getting this thing done. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and do your notification bell. Hit that like button. It does help out. With that said, folks, adios.